All right, this is day 2 of more vlog style content for you guys. We have a back day today, and it's just me and Tori today. Nobody's special, unless you consider her special. I mean, I do, but not the special that you guys are thinking of. Anyways, we are going to hit a back day, so I'm going to talk you guys through a bunch of different things when it comes to making your back training a little bit more effective, because there are a lot of things that I see that are just still missed in people's minds. Alpha Destiny made a video just recently on pull-ups, specifically behind the neck pull-ups. So once we get in there, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more, but that'll be later on in the video. Long story short, I think he's missing out on something, but I could be wrong. I'm completely okay and open to that possibility, but I think there is something wrong with the way he went about that video. So we're going to discuss that, and I'll say what's good, what might not be so good, and we'll go from there. Let's get to it. So here's why I don't necessarily agree with Alex Leonidas' take on behind the neck pull-ups. So to do this, you guys are gonna get to see me jump. It's gonna be very embarrassing. To do this, we have to figure out what happens when we do in front and when we do behind. So let's say we're doing in front. We do in front, and we can take and lean back like this, which is the problem that he said was happening, because then we're not in frontal plane, right? Problem is, once you start doing behind the neck pull-ups, you're also not in frontal plane. Like, he's like, oh, that keeps it more frontal plane. It doesn't, actually. It does the exact opposite of what the one in front does. So the one in front has your elbows slightly in front, but as soon as you start to tuck behind and go like this, what does it actually brings your elbows backwards just a little bit. So you're also out of the frontal plane when you do it like this. Could you argue that it's more in the frontal plane? Sure, but the only way that you're gonna stay fully in the frontal plane is if you take and you have your head coming up between where the handle placement is. So when you take and pull like this, and we actually do have a pull-up bar that can do that. You might not have one at home, but most gyms do. So we're gonna hit that exercise over there. So like I was saying before, you have this option right here where the head can actually come up in between where your hand placement is. This is going to be going to be your most frontal plane pull that you can do. Not behind the neck, not in front of the neck, the one where you can actually take and just stay straight up and down and pull through. Now, you might be able to cheat it and lean back, but ultimately, that's on you if you do that. But this is going to be the one where you pull straightest up. So you just take here, boom. Okay. Now, could I have taken and kipped my way up to do more numbers, go a bit faster, get a little bit more? Sure. But ultimately, the primary goal here is to just fully isolate the lat. So doing that would be counterproductive. Is this still on me? Oh, that's weird. Looks like it. Anyways, so ultimately, doing your pull-ups through that plane is going to be more frontal plane than any other form of pull-up that you could do. Next exercise. All right, we are on to our next lat exercise. We are trying to bias a little bit more of the upper thoracic lat. So we're gonna be using this handle and we're gonna be doing pull downs. Now, if you take a look here, this is not the baby handle. It's not the super narrow one, but it's also not super wide. I wish, if I could make this perfect, I would make it just about out to here, right? If it was out to here, that'd be absolutely perfect for this. I'm a little bit too lazy to go into the other gym, worry about audio and stuff like that. So we're just gonna be doing this. It's not perfect, but it is going to be better than if we use the baby handle, which would be closer in and have our elbows going more out. So we're gonna try actively to keep our elbows more tucked as we pull down. Try and keep it a little bit more lat. We'll stop here, raise back up. Let's get to it. All right, now that we've sufficiently hit the lats, we are going to do the upper back. So I have this placement here. I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna pull hard. Now you're gonna see me do a little bit of momentum, okay? That's not a problem. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, like you need to stay completely stiff and just pull back. Just chill. Move heavy weight, control it, move it, and you're gonna be perfectly fine. All right, let's go. Shoot. I did the wrong setting. I meant to put it on this setting, which messed up my rhythm. But I meant to make it a little bit heavier in the bottom and lighter towards the top, just to match the profile of the traps, but oh well, we'll get it for next time. So our last exercise for the day, you guys didn't see my previous exercises because my cameraman wasn't paying attention, but no, I'm kidding. Anyways, the exercise we did before, we did some Kelso shrugs, we also did some bicep curls, and now we're just hitting hammer curls. But you guys know I like to do the hammer curls on this machine right here. It is absolutely beautiful, allows you to get good and stable, pull through here, just a perfect bicep movement. So we'll finish off with this, and yes, it is gonna be lower reps than a lot of people do with biceps. That's just the way I prefer to train biceps. It's not inferior to do 4, 5, or 6 reps for the biceps. It's the same as any other muscle group. Treat it the same way. That is not my weight. That is your weight. All right. Why does that feel easy? Oh, huh. Multiple settings. Ooh. 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 Oh. Okay. Ooh. And that is it for our back day. I don't even know, that could be like a 5-minute video. Could be a 5-minute vlog, could be a 10-minute vlog. I don't know how much I yapped. But we're gonna try and get more consistent uploads for you guys. Sometimes it's gonna be like super long, in-depth explanations. Sometimes it's gonna be going through the day, a little bit of things here and there. Probably do a full day of eating soon, but I gotta get going. So as always, love you guys, appreciate you guys. TNFO.